Hello everyone. Good evening. So I've been doing this series on finding the right fuel. And I took a little pause over the past few days before I continued on what I wanted to share with you. So my name is Noelle Russell. And at the beginning of this year, January 1st, I started this quest to study nutrition a little bit more in depth with my ultimate goal was to get to the point where I feel good, I have the energy to have the lifestyle that I want to live, I look good, I look a certain way, I'm in control of my food choices, and I'm living a balanced lifestyle, okay? So part of it on your journey with nutrition, nutrition is like 80% of the equation. Hey, Jen. So part of it can be because you want to look a certain way. Part of it can be because you want to have more energy or just feel good. But then it gets to the point where when you get to that point where you look good, feel good, you might still be struggling with cravings, with food choices, with that kind of stuff. And part of my goal is to be in control of what I'm doing and have balance, right? I think sometimes people get caught up on that getting to your goal and losing weight and getting to a certain point is the hard part. I personally think maintaining is even harder. Hello, Erin. So that was my goal this year, was starting out to get to that point where I look good, I feel good, I'm in control, and I have balance. I can do what I want to do, eat healthy, I can treat myself when I want to treat myself, but I have just balance and control. So that was my goal. So I had some couple things in mind. I started this year just experimenting, doing some research so I could help some people in my life and learn some things. So I started out by sharing with you guys first, just getting started with eating better is where I started, transitioning to clean eating, and that gets people the majority of the people, the majority of the way where they want to go. And then there's a select few that kind of stall out with you either plateau and you haven't gotten to your weight loss goal and you kind of plateau and stop getting results. Or maybe you want to work on athletic performance. For me, I wanted to be a better runner. Maybe you know how to eat well, but you really struggle to stick to your plan. And you find you're constantly craving sugar or carbs or wine and chocolate, whatever your vice is. Like you know what to do, but you just have trouble doing it. So I kind of shared some of that journey. So I started this year doing an elimination style thing called the Whole30, which really addresses food sensitivities, cravings, that kind of stuff. Started out doing that. Then I went to a healthy cleanse. I talked about that a little bit, my experience with that. And then I went and transitioned to eating vegan and plant-based, which if you talk about my big goal of where I wanted to be, like I really thought that was going to be the journey of getting rid of the sugar and carb cravings, figuring out some food sensitivities, and then transitioning the healthy way to eating vegan, plant-based, whatever. So next up in my series of what I was going to share was the whole transitioning to vegan, which in the area I live is not mainstream. We went on a trip on spring break and it was extremely difficult to eat that way. But that was the next step in my series that I had laid out on my plan. I was going to share with you that kind of stuff, and I paused at the end of last week because I really struggled with it. And that's what I really thought was going to take me to my goal. That was my plan for this year. That's what I thought I was going to get there and I was going to love it. And I really struggled. I really struggled with the cleanse. I really struggled with energy. I struggled with how I felt. I got down to a very unhealthy weight. Not because that was my goal, but just the result of all of that. I didn't feel good. I didn't look good, and I was struggling. Hey, Sarah. And that's where I was. So I thought, you know what? I'm not doing things right, so I'm going to experiment and add in more calories. I I need more energy. I need to get back to working out. You know, I've been experimenting for a month after that, and I really wanted to stay vegan. I really wanted to have that lifestyle. That's what I thought was going to get me where I needed to go. And after struggling for a month with it, I just got to the point where I knew I needed to change something. So at the beginning of the year, my whole journey through those couple things, to the end of that detox or cleanse, I had lost probably 13 pounds and about 4% body fat, and was not really in a healthy place. And since that time of eating vegan and adding in more calories and doing a ton of research on how to get protein from plants and what kind of deficiencies you could have eating vegan, it's not like I haven't tried. Doing a ton of research, experimenting, I have gained all of that weight back, all of that body fat back, and that's really hard to sit here and admit. But that's my truth, okay? So I got to the point where it's like I can talk about vegan, but I struggled with it, and I wanted it to work, and I hate giving up on anything that's a goal, but I had to sit there and take a step back and say, you know what, I'm executing my plan, and it's just not working for me. So I have a decision to make. I'm kind of like, have a fork in the road where I can keep going and keep struggling with this, but maybe this isn't the right plan for me. There's so many people that love eating paleo and love the Whole30 and do great on that. And there's well-educated people, there's all kinds of people that do awesome with that kind of lifestyle. And then you go to vegan, which is very different, and there's tons of people that thrive on that as well. And I guess I just really struggled with, I'm executing the plan, but I feel awful. Like, why am I struggling with this? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I did a little research and came across this little thing at some point in time that talked about blood type and eating for your blood type. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to look at this because, you know, maybe that's something that's part of the equation. And when I went to go research my blood type, everything it was telling me was explaining why I loved the Whole30. So anyways, so I got to this point of, you know, I have this goal to get to this place where I look good, I feel good, I'm in control, and I feel like I'm going along that journey, but I'm going to pause here, and in looking at my calendar, I see we're at the end of April, right? And we have 5 or 6 weeks until summer starts. And I had to pause here for a second and think over the weekend, there's probably a lot of people out there that feel just like me, right? That you feel like I have this goal and I'm struggling to get there, and like, holy cow, like summer break is right around the corner and I'm going to have to be in my swimsuit with my kids in my shorts, and I don't feel good where I'm at. So I wanted to hop on here and just share this with you and tell you that 6 weeks is enough time to get results. Like, I know that 6 weeks, I have 6 weeks until summer break. That is enough time to get a new plan and get results in 6 weeks. So that's what I did this weekend. I spent some time figuring out what I'm going to do next. I'm changing things up, and I was discussing this morning with Steve. And I wanted to hop on here and share this. Like, the reason why why am I so determined? Why am I not giving up? Why do I have hope that I can get to my goal instead of just giving up? That I see a lot of people do, right? And it's because I know the magic formula. Like, I know how to get success. And I have found that it's nutrition, finding the right nutrition for you, because I don't think it's one size fits all, right? And then finding fitness that's right for you, and then getting support. If you have those 3 components, you're gonna get success, you're gonna get results. Because I've been there, I've had that right equation, I've had every component down, and I've gotten amazing results. And I do it all the time as a coach. I help people find those 3 components and see them get awesome results. So it's like, I know I have the equation down. And the thing that I think that gives me hope, and I was trying to explain this morning, is that I have a playbook. You know, so many people don't know what to do. One, they don't have those three components. They're missing the support that's huge for so many people, but they don't know what to do. So for me, I'm struggling. I'm not getting results. I'm embarrassed to say that I feel like I'm failing at this. So what do? I open up my playbook. And that's what I did this weekend. I opened up my playbook and said, you know what? I need to do something different with nutrition. So I go out and I pick something that has worked for me. And I plug that into my nutrition plan. And then I go to my playbook with fitness. I've tried a whole bunch of things. And there's so many reasons why I love Beachbody programs, but it's because they work. They fit my lifestyle. Like, I'm able to be consistent with it because I can fit it into any little pocket of my day. If my kids are cranky and they're home from school because they're sick, I can still get my workout done. I don't need a ton of equipment. I don't need a ton of space. I have the most amazing trainers in the world that I can access on my phone, on my laptop, on my Apple TV. I can get it done. And consistency is what gets results. I know this. I found the equation, okay? Maybe you don't like weights. There's yoga. There's whatever. Now with Beachbody On Demand, that all access pass, you have access to every single program Beachbody has ever done, which is amazing. So what do? I pick out a program. I want to build muscle. I like that look. I want to be strong. So I'm doing a program with heavy lifting. That's working for me. So that's my fitness piece right now. I finally healed from the stupid broken ribs and the health issues I was having. Like, I'm totally healed from that, and now I'm hitting it hard with my workouts because that's what works for me. So I put that into the equation there. And then there's support. So maybe I don't have the coach and all that kind of stuff that's going on, so I create it. And that's why I run these groups. That's why I'm always posting about stuff on here, because that support is the missing piece. So what have I been struggling with? Easter candy. I like to drink wine. I like chocolate. All that sugary stuff, that's an issue. So what did? I joined together with two of my coach friends, awesome women, that are struggling with the same things. And we're putting together a group this week. We're running a free group that we're going to cut out sugar or cut back on sugar and focus on sleep. Because all of these women have the same trouble that we have. So we're joining together because we know that together we're stronger, right? Okay, Erin's on watching. She's awesome. I'm going to plug in my phone before it dies so I don't lose you guys. Sorry about this awesome live video. There we go. Okay, so the support piece. So we have this free group. I cordially invite you to join us, where we're going to focus on cutting out sugar and getting more sleep and trying to work on those cravings. And then I have a challenge group that's a bunch of awesome women. You know what? Not one of them is perfect in they're challenged with the same things. Some of them have great careers and are working full time. Some of them have toddlers at home. Some of them have a sick spouse that they're supporting. But we're all in there being stronger than our excuses together. Because that support piece, just having somebody every day to be your little cheerleader, that makes the difference for so many people. Okay, and that's why I love doing this. So I don't have all the answers. I'm certainly not perfect at this. I struggle with the same things that everybody else does, but I have the magic formula and I have the playbook. And the thing that's really great is I'm happy to share all of that with any of you. Okay, I love doing it. I have passion for helping people figure out the right nutrition for their body. I have passion for helping people figure out how to be consistent with exercise. Because I found something that works. I struggled a lot in my journey of having children and getting the whole fitness, like eating healthy, figuring out how to exercise is what brought me back. Okay, it helped me get my body back. It helped me get my confidence back. And that's why I want to share it with others, because I want everyone to feel what it feels like when you're confident in the skin you're in. So that's the journey I'm on. I'm sure it's a little bit confusing to see some of my posts of I'm eating vegan. This is great. I love all these recipes. And now I'm like, I'm struggling and now I'm going to eat meat again. But that's my truth, right? I mean, I'm totally real and I'm just sharing because maybe I can help one of you that's struggling as well. So that's my message for tonight. If you're struggling, don't give up. Don't lose hope. Just create a plan. If you need help, here are my 2 things from you. If you're struggling, number 1, you are welcome to join me on my journey. Okay? 6 weeks until summer is enough time to get results. I guarantee you. If you have the right plan and you execute the plan, you will get results in 6 weeks. I've seen it time and time again. So, I'm pretty sure that I have a really good plan for the next 6 weeks. So you can join me. You can do what I'm doing. I'll share everything with you. My meal plans, I'll check in and I post my food log every day in my groups. I will share everything. I'm an open book. So you can join my journey. You can do exactly what I'm doing. Or if that doesn't work for you, if you don't want to eat the way I eat, if you don't want to do the workouts I'm doing, we create a customized plan just for you. So if you need help, just comment below or shoot me a message and say, I'm interested in learning more, and we'll chat. That's all there is. I'm happy to help with any part of that equation, and I am just here to share my journey with all of you. So, all right, let's see who is on here. Erin, oh, thank you. Yes, the vulnerability part is hard, but I'm trying. And Michelle, yes, thank you. I'm excited to have you in the group this week. Michelle is on here. She did Whole30 with me before at the beginning of this year. She rocked it. That was amazing. That was one of my favorite groups ever. She did awesome. So we're joining forces again to kick out the sugar. The Easter candy there was a point where I was thinking, is Easter candy from heaven or is it from Satan? I don't know. But it is taking a lot of people down right now. So we're kicking out the sugar and we're bringing in the healthy food and the sleep so we can feel better. And Jen, yes, I know you're in the same boat, struggling with the sugar and all of that, but we're going to do it together this week. We're going to get back on track and we're going to get some amazing results before summer. So anyways, if there's anything I can do, post your questions below or comment. I appreciate Steve is on here as well. He was my little sounding board earlier today on the call. He knows how hard this is for me to get on here and do it, but I'm doing it anyways. So, this year is about taking on new things and taking action. So here we are. So, any questions, post below, shoot me a message. I'm always happy to help. I hope you all have a great night and a great week. Go make it a great week. Don't hope it's a great week. Go make it a great week. All right? Bye, everyone.